So you read the title, free weight loss surgery. Well, technically I'm not lying, but let's dig into it and see what I mean. We are inside now, and it is the middle of December, or early December. It's coming up to Christmas season, as you see in the background, guys. Merry Christmas to everybody that is watching this video, either now before Christmas of 2017 or into the near future. Just Merry Christmas to all out there. So you follow this video. I have called it free weight loss surgery, one, to grab your attention, and two, to technically explain that you can get free weight loss surgery, or I'm also going to explain how you can pay for weight loss surgery. There is three major ways to clearly pay for weight loss surgery, and the first is the most obvious. Pull it out of your pocket, pull it out of your savings, and pay for it cash up front. Boom. Nice and easy. And this is obviously most accepted from every clinic, from every surgeon, from every center that does the weight loss surgery. Now, I've seen prices vary from the low end of the scale, from around $6,000 to $7,000 to up near $30,000. And each different surgery, each different price, obviously it goes and depends on what you're getting, the service you're going through, what you're getting other than the surgery, and where you're getting your surgery at. So the first one is very simple, very easy. Use your own money, find your own surgeon, pay the cash, get the surgery, happy days. Option number two is almost technically, I wouldn't say free surgery, but I'd say it's a lot easier for you to manage. Let's put it that way. So what am I talking about? Private health insurance. Now, there's many private health insurance companies out there that cover weight loss surgery, although you will need to be covered for a minimum of 12 months for most of these companies. I know personally Bupa does this, so does Medibank Private, and like I said, there's heaps of them that do cover this. So you get on the certain level of cover, what you need. You pretty much tell them you want to get into private health because you want weight loss surgery. They will tell you, okay, you need this cover, this cover, this cover. It will cost you so much per month. Pay for it for the 12 months, and then you'll have some sort of gap when you go for the surgery. So, you know, you might have a $500 gap after the 12 months of paying for that private health cover, but then you're fully covered, you pay the gap, and pretty much your boat's sailed. You're sweet, you're good, you're in a good position, and you can go from there. Now, I do know a lot of people that have taken this avenue and are more than happy with the service they've got, the way they've paid for it, and all that kind of stuff. But let's get to the important one. Let's get to the one I've used for you to click on this video. Let's get to using your super for weight loss surgery. Now, I know you can be technical, and it's not free money. It is your money, or your money that you and your employer have contributed to a super fund, which is sitting there for your retirement. Let's just straight nut out the black and white of that. If you're overweight, if you're sick, if you've got diabetes, because of your health and your weight issues, you're not going to make retirement. So why not dip into your super now, get the money out and live to your retirement, and then you'll live and work them extra years, and you probably most likely will pay it off by the time you reach retirement age. I know I will, being in the early 30s. I'm easily going to pay what I've taken out of my super off to replenish my super in the coming years. Another reason super is amazing. You know, yeah, you might reach retirement age, and then it's going to funnel towards you as a pension, or you might use it for whatever other millions of reasons you can use your super for. But you know what? Look at it like it's your money, it's your contributions. You're not hurting anyone. Dip into it, use it, get better, feel better, make your life better. You know, there is no downsides for you using your super to help pay for your weight loss surgery. Now, some people have a very healthy super, and they can totally pay every cent out of their super. Yes, you're going to get taxed. That's just part of the Australian law. I don't know what it's like around the world, but when it comes to Australia, yes, you're going to get taxed. Going ahead, step by step, applying and using your super isn't as hard as you think. Initially, find the surgeon you want, find the center you want, find the company you want to use to get your weight loss surgery. Generally, you'll have a specialist, or the surgeon will have a specialist, or someone to talk on your behalf to tell your superannuation company that, you know, you'd like to release your money when it comes to super for the weight loss surgery. Initially, you actually do this directly to Centrelink. And to do this, and how I done this, I had to go and see the GP, my regular GP. So what happens is, I go and see my GP and he writes out a letter and he fills out a form that pretty much tells superannuation, if I don't get this done, I'm going to die. That legitimately is what it is. So from your general doctor, you get them to fill out a form that goes to Centrelink, and it's a form, and most surgeons and specialists know this, and the form pretty much tells Centrelink, if Adam isn't going to get this surgery, he will eventually die. This is a life-threatening illness. It's a life-changing surgery. As his doctor, I accept. That's pretty much how that side of things are going to go. On the flip side, the specialist will also need to fill out a form which will have, similar wording, plus it will also have the costs. So it'll go through the costs of your hospital, your anaesthetist, their surgery fees. If the admin or the company or the centre you might be using might have their own type of fees. All the fees will be all in one. It'll be put on this form. You get both of them forms. So you've got the doctor's form that says, I agree with this. I think Adam should use his super money to get the surgery. You have the specialist letter plus the specialist quote. You fill it all out together and you send it off to Centrelink in Australia. So once you sent that out to Centrelink, it'll take a couple of days. They go through it and they pretty much come back with a response. The response pretty much, at the end of the day, it's going to be yes or no. If it's going to be no, there's going to be a few reasons. Now, it might be because you don't have that quite amount of money in your super. There might be other reasons. You might have too much in savings. So that is a small factor, how much you have in savings, or wink, wink, how much you declare you have in savings. I'm not saying do nothing illegal. I'm just mentioning how they look at it. But pretty much, if you get accepted, it gets transferred to your very own bank account within a week. And then you go and you set it out, you get the ball rolling with your specialist or your centre or the clinic or whoever you use, and that is that. It is pretty much that simple, that easy, that straightforward. Like I said, yes, I understand it's not free weight loss surgery, but using your super is money you're never technically going to be able to grab until you're at retirement age or you fall under the many coincidences that they release your super. But don't forget, if you have a bit of money tucked away, you can use your savings. If you're willing to wait, you can go on public health insurance. But this was my story. This is what I wanted to share with you guys as the next video here on The Loser's Bench. The next video coming after this one will be myself leading up the weeks before the surgery. We have a pre-diet which has everything to do with your body getting ready for the surgery, living on a very, very, very super low carb diet leading up to the big day. Any comments, any complaints, make sure you leave them below. Watch the last video here like always. I love to hear back from you and I can't wait for us to talk about all this awesome stuff. See you later. See you next video.